All right, hi everyone. It's time for us to get started. Welcome back once again to a Change Stars playthrough, the records of Miq'to. It's been a pretty fun week to say the least. I hope everyone had a good Easter and a Transvisibility Day on Sunday, and whether or not you celebrate either of them, I hope you're doing wonderfully. That being said, there's no other real news to announce, but I just want you to know that regardless of what you do in your life or how you feel, as long as you're not a bad person, you are wonderful and we love you. If you're a bad person, why are you even here? Don't you have somebody else's life to ruin? Um, yeah, kidding, of course. But I am glad you're here. If you are here, welcome to the show. Oh, Cowpool, hello, welcome. Good to see you, friend. I'm glad to see you can talk in here now. I can see you. You are acknowledged. You are wonderful. And I'm really glad you're enjoying those donuts over on Paradise. I'm going to have to try and find those or find out about those myself later. But for now, I'm going to bring us over to the chat so that everybody else can be heard and we can get started on this game. Brace for impact. Here we go.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello.
I came back right at Dougler going, ugh. It's just okay, cool.
I'm working the cold outside.
Their timing was
The
amazing.
timing was amazing, as always. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not weird.
And the funny thing is, moments before I was like, and here comes Red. Like,
Mhm. You were ready for it too, but you still got the out. It's fine. How has your week been, everyone?
going okay so far.
Going okay so far? How about you, Captain?
Uh, some parts great, some parts really rough, and yeah.
I can feel that. I have been going through that same ups and downs myself. Oh, my buddies from GTA are migrating over. It is so wonderful to see you guys. Hello. I do need to pull up the YouTube one as well so I can be watching both chats, but I am so glad you're here and I hope you guys enjoy seeing Rendis from a different angle. This one has no filter either, so it's going to be great. Buckle up.
The irony of Rindis having no filter is what's behind Rindis's filter really isn't nearly as terrible as what's behind Dog's filter.
Yeah, just imagine how fun she would be if she had a filter. Like she would be pretty boring. But
Yeah,
she doesn't believe in red tape, so it
yeah,
doesn't even
and
matter. Oh, thank you for the subs as well. You two are fabulous and I love you.
what's behind Dog's filter isn't so much fun; it's just terrifying.
And it's Vietnam flashback meme face and just all of the other.
Yeah, you don't you don't realize this man spent, well, I mean, you know this. He spent more of his life as in on the battlefield than not. Admittedly, actually, there wasn't that much as much war as that. He spent most of it in the military. It's just he's one of the ones who actually saw combat in actions against Imperial remnants insurgencies.
Exactly, exactly. Well, with that said, there's no reason to delay us any further. We should just get right on into it. So I think the character introductions are in order. So since I'm already talking, I will just continue on. Hi, I am Rendis. I will be playing the chief xenobiologist, scientist, diplomat, and now war prisoner, Rendis Larucio. She is a French Martian and apparently is very valuable to the resurgent human empire. I wanted to make a reference by saying they're the great and bountiful human empire because that's what I always call my evil Earth-based empire after the Doctor Who Great and Bountiful Human Empire, um, which my two British watchers should appreciate. But still, yeah, I do actually think that the name Great and Bountiful Human Empire sounds like they're just a bunch of assholes. So that's what I always call them. But this is the human remnants that have Rendis currently captured, or the Spazzies, as we have referred to them, because Have I reached the threshold yet? 10 seconds until I can say it. 9, 8, 7,
7,
6,
6.
Do I hear bad
5,
jokes?
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Rindis was captured by space Nazis, so we call them Spazies. And the main one has a very punchable face. So
Like
it's
the most punchable
the most
face.
punchable face. I'm going to popcorn over to Dougler because as much as I want to ramble about the recap, we should get through this first. Popcorn Dougler.
Hello, everybody. I am Duke93. You can find me here or over on my own channel where I play games, do art. I am playing Biothul, the Thren pilot, and we're really close to potentially getting Rindis back or dying horribly. I hope it's the first one. And go over to John.
Hello, I'm John, also known as Captain Carey, and today I'll be playing Douglas Dog Crowley, our resident jarhead, and approximately 2 initiative slots from making a real mess of things. And today I actually do have a thing to plug. A friend of mine is working on an indie tabletop RPG, Weird West. It's really promising. It's called I dropped the link in the chat. It's called Huckleberry, and it looks really promising, and I recommend giving it a follow. They will be when they have the quick play ready. They'll be releasing it free to everyone who's already following them.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm liking that.
And I've gotten to play in some of the really early stage demos, and it's pretty fantastic.
Cool.
If you like Weird West, you'll love it.
Let's see. Where's the follow on here?
You'll have to go to the little dots fall down thing, and then you also can go in. There's
There
another.
it is.
One of the links they have, they'll actually email you important updates, which admittedly, he's very good about not spamming you.
That's good, because a lot of those places are really bad about it. Cool. I give it a follow, because this does look neat.
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage everyone else to check it out if you do enjoy tabletop RPGs. Sorry,
and if you're still around for closing plugs, I can tell you how you might be able to get in on some of the early stage testing.
Alrighty. Popcorn over to Shay.
That's me. Hello, everyone. I am Shay, or Shay the Bay here on Twitch, and Party White Games. Today, I am the Dungeon Master Mistress, or the Storyteller, or the Dreamweaver, depending on what system it is. Whatever you want to call me, I am playing everybody else in this campaign, from the bad guys to the not bad guys to the monsters and everything and everything else, space wasps, all that.
Everything from the space Nazis to the fart drifting on the wind.
More or less. And that being said, last time, our last couple sessions, Dr. Ringus LaRusso did indeed get captured with one of the pirates within the stellar system, attempting to garner a deal with the human empire, the great and bountiful human empire presence within the system. Since they lost one of their assets, they took advantage of kidnapping another one. With Rindis captured, she was briefly interviewed by an admiral of this empire, while the other two members of her party, with the assistance of said pirates, were able to infiltrate a mining station and figure out her whereabouts. at which point they infiltrated a yacht that was orbiting the first planet in this stellar system, a former hydrogen giant that had its atmosphere blasted away, being too close to its star, revealing the Chthonian core beneath. And on that note, I feel like I'd like to open this session with a little bit of a flashback, only because there are definitely some things I definitely did not forget to do. If that is okay.
Mhm.
Perfectly. Take us away.
Work
All
for me.
right, let's rewind. Blah, 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 blah. So the scene opens with a shot of Alonso sitting in his chair, taking another bite of what is possibly their second or third meal portions. And as they do, they glance over in your direction, Rindis, and say, "So that planet you've been observing has nothing upon it, you claim? Nothing of value? Only microbacteria that you are researching?"
Yes, that is correct. There is nothing of value to the human empire. As I said, it is best that you just fly back to wherever it is the fuck you came from and not bother this star system anymore.
How very strange. Our sensors have, and observations have detected a numerous amount of life on that planet.
Oh, is that so? Perhaps your old and antiquated equipment is defective. It seems to not be working very well for the cloning devices, as your gene pool is quite stagnant from the looks of things.
Well, at the very least, perhaps I should bring this knowledge to another. Allow me to introduce you to someone. And he begins pressing a series of buttons on a tablet, or a slate, as it were called. And after a moment, there's a light that flickers, and several moments pass before it's finally answered. And on this yacht, from several positions, there's a series of projectors that activate, and you would recognize this technology. It's the same technology that's used for capital ships to communicate long distances. It's not utilized everywhere, but on certain vessels and certain places, namely home systems within the Trinity and that type of thing. But as these projectors operate, there's a holographic figure that appears, kind of like Mass Effect 3 whenever you got to talk to your general. And a new face appears, and he is also sitting at a table, but he appears in the seat, and says, "Ah, I see we have a guest." And Alonso speaks, "Yes, Father. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Indus LaRusso, one of the Trinity's scientists, xenobiologist." And he glances across the table and says, "Dr. LaRusso, It is a pleasure to see you.
I wish I could say the feeling is mutual, but so far these unlawful, hostile actions have been entirely unpleasant. Are you the one in charge then?
I am, and you may call me Prospero.
Well, as long as I may call you that, I will continue to choose to call you what I am politely withholding in my head, if that is all right.
I understand such petty insults are brought on with nothing more than in fear. And he looks to Alonzo to his side and says, "And what news?" The man speaks up and says, "We are nearly prepared. However, Dr. Indus LaRusso claims that there is no life harbored upon our potential new Earth." And he says, "Well, that would be quite a shame. I suppose we'll have to investigate ourselves."
So
Alonso.
you're saying that you are going to try to have try to live on this planet and claim it as your own?
It is within our territory.
You do not have sovereign territory. As I was explaining to your lapdog here, the human empire is no longer recognized. You have no sovereignty.
Well, certain disputes can be met with persuasion.
I remember that not going well for you the last time. Are you sure that is a page of the history book you are hoping to retread?
It is a page of the history book that has been taken into account.
Well, there is an old Earth adage. I hope you don't mind me quoting it for you. I find Martian ones are better, but those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Very true. Well, it's a good thing we've learned from our mistakes.
Are you sure? Because you seem to be checking all of the boxes for the comical villains of a story.
My dear, I have not been at this for decades, just to fail now.
Decades, you say?
Decades in preparation. And you will be a messenger, I assume. And he glances to Prosper and says, "You have my blessing to continue with our operations." And Alonso gives a nod, and a moment later, the other man looks to you, Prospero looks to you and says, "My dear, I do regret that I was not able to meet you in person. Perhaps if you survive long enough, we will be afforded that opportunity. Though I do wish to ask, have you never wondered what the Trinity had done?"
I am fully aware of what the Trinity has done, but you have to remember that I am human. I am fully aware of what the human empire has done as well. I find that the Trinity has not scratched the surface on the awful evils that you continue to emulate from the darkest parts of our society. The fact that you continue to exist despite your need of eradication is testament to humanity's perseverance, but is also a testament to our darkest flaws, is the fact that you fail to adapt and improve. All you are doing is recycling the filth that we had cut away from ourselves to become better. I would say it was a pleasure to meet you, but all you have done is continue to disappoint me.
Well, I understand not everyone is going to see eye to eye.
Well, you should come down here and look me in the eyes instead of through a hologram.
Were I not light years away, I would. Please do survive long enough so that one day we might. And at that, the transmission is cut and he is gone. And then we're going to cut forward back to where we were. What happened last time?
Oh, this'll be fun. So
Fire did a human impression.
the chinless wonder who we just saw via hologram's son, who appears to be developing a Habsburg jaw. By the way, I just love your faces on these guys. Just so punchable.
I mean, there's a difference between. Well, you don't have that information, but yeah, it's inbreeding would imply that this guy had natural parents.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
inbred,
using
recursively cloned.
we're
you
using
think
inbreeding
Ogg
as a
makes
shorthand for the degradation of recycling the same genes for cloning.
Hmm.
There is a steady degrading of the pool the more you use it. So he's probably not as imposing or as handsome or as well put together as the original Prospero probably was. Still an evil space Nazi, but probably not as magnificent of a specimen as the original. That's assumptions, of course. I'm a scientist, so I'm allowed to make these claims, but
So you're saying the original was a hard 10?
I mean, the 11's talking, but yeah, he's probably a 10.
The 11's talking, but continue.
Yeah.
Oh.
From one 10 to another. May I address you? Please, I'm an 11, but continue. Yeah, so he continued to gloat, and the interrogation was met with Rindis continuing to be a disrespectful cunt to him the entire time. And when they were going to escort her out, she found that two of her companions had infiltrated in with her knowing buyer very well, was able to figure out that these were not the stormtroopers that were going to take her away, and so she tried to clonk them over the head with a serving tray, and it didn't go well. But it went well enough to draw his attention away from them.
Yep. And on that note, with two guards raising their weapons just in reflex, Buyer, you have the opportunity to act. What are you going to do?
I wish Dog had the first roll for this. The buyer doesn't know
There's a
what
way
to
you
do.
can do that. You just have to pretend that you are a stormtrooper. So that guy number one takes his turn first.
I feel like if you're going to hold an action, we're gonna have to go kind of D&D rules, and you're gonna tell me what that action and what the trigger is.
That's fair. I think Fire's gonna hold their turn till after Dog, and after he goes, their plan is to. Yep, Spotty hasn't actually attacked Rindis, so she's gonna go for her stunner. The stunner. And just plans to pop him.
Okay, so you're holding an attack. with the trigger being when dog acts.
Yep. I'm going to narratively frame that. Blair is kind of panicking because they don't really have real combat training. And so they're freezing a bit.
Are we skipping your turn?
No, I'm just saying that the narrative reason why Bayer isn't going right now is because they're freezing at this moment. In reality, I'm just holding my move until after dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. The one big problem with numerical initiative systems.
And then the guy next to you starts to move. Since their attention is drawn briefly, they raise their weapon and start moving towards Rindis, weapon raised. And they, with them aiming their rifle, they just say, "Hands in the air." And that's their turn.
Okay.
Dog, what are you doing?
And while the guy in front of him is distracted by all that, Dog is pressing the barrel of his pulse rifle into his, what I suspect is the small of his back, and unloading. So we're just gonna roll pulse rifle here. Okay. So that is armor penetrating 5, and that's gonna be 8 damage. On the guy right in front of him. Is he still alive?
Yes, he's wearing armor, and these are professionals. They have not taken their eyes off of you.
Okay. So he's getting shot point blank in the gut, anyways.
He does get shot, and there is some bleeding. It does get through his armor, and let's see.
His dog's turn is not done yet either, but it is AP 5, so if he has less than, so appropriately reduce his armor.
All right. Anything else?
Oh yeah, no, dog has a talent. He gets to attack again as a side action. With -2 modifier, but still. Same guy.
Roll me d6.
That guy would take another 5.
Okay. Now he's dead.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, Rindis, Bayer, take another edge
Yay!
because shit just got real.
I'm also going
Yep.
to note that I haven't recovered any of my stamina loss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 7 edge.
I'm at 6.
We straight gooning over here, everyone.
And
Yep.
then it's Alonzo's turn.
I was holding my turn until right after dogs.
Right. Do your thing.
Let's do the electroshock gun on Alonzo. That is 4. So do. Plus 1 damage.
Just... I know I say this every time, but I think of Despicable Me 2's taser effects every time I think about the electroshock gun.
Just watch him plop over.
Just suddenly dancing.
Alright. On damage and not stunned.
No.
Holy shit.
He's a beefy boy.
Yeah, he is.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
And his adrenaline kicks in, and he immediately recognizes there's a threat here, and looking straight over to Douglas Dog Crowley, he is going to move forward. And just move this guy out of the way. And as he does, he is going to... Ooh, what do I do? What do I do?
Fall flat on your face.
No, actually, he's going to... He's going to pull a sidearm instead.
Probably much smarter than getting into point blank with the guy who is
I mean,
carrying a heavy assault rifle and his.
I had another idea that would have been quite enjoyable, which I might have been able to do, but that's all right. He's going to draw a pistol at from his side, and you notice it's got a couple tubes on it, but you hear it click, and as he levels it and aims and fires, there's a burst of flame.
Okay. Well, conveniently, Dog does get to roll his first dodge of the round for free.
All right.
So these cancel successes. So 2 of those successes are canceled. And another d6 gets rolled.
Yep. I'm going to say,
At least it's still enough to keep him from using the extra things to set him on fire with the incendiary trait, because I think that's how that one works.
yeah. Except now he's going to use his side action.
Which I imagine he took the same trait Dog did.
He's got a couple traits. And 2 of those are being spent to set you on fire.
Oh no.
And you take 1, 2, 3 damage.
What do I
Wait,
choose
look,
to do?
I should
Set
yeah,
them on
take-
fire.
cut off the last 2 dice there, but
You
so
take 2 damage and you are set on fire.
this is not a first for Dog, believe it or not. This is not a first for him.
You're
He
probably
has been
wondering
set
how I
on
got
fire
here.
before.
He does that and he says, well, it looks like your shuttle is already here a bit early. And then he's going to... He's going to shift 1 this way. This guy's dead. Rindus, you're up.
Oh god, I don't even know what I can do here. I'm just a doctor. I don't have my tranq
Grab a
rifle.
fire extinguisher.
Is there a fire extinguisher nearby? or something. I still
Do you
have
want to look around?
I still have a dented food tray. So
You want to go beat that fire out?
no, I'm standing next to two hostile people.
Yes.
I'm not going to run past them. I've played D&D for 20 plus years now. God, I'm old.
Oh god, I'm old too.
God, it would be 22?
Would you like to look for a
23.
fire extinguisher?
No, I'm just gonna hit them in the face with the thing I'm holding. That makes more
Sure.
sense.
Don't forget you can aim for +2 to your panage.
And not only am I aiming, but I'm going to do the thing where she realizes the wide flat surface doesn't work, so she's going to turn it so that it makes a more narrow one, and she's going to him with the edge of it. Still
And
bludgeoning,
remember, improvised melee weapons get +1 modifier.
the what get what?
Improvised melee weapons get a +1 modifier to their roll and deal 1 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna utilize that. So I have a -2 currently because of the thing from last week. I think it was a -2 you said. And then it's a +1 for improvised, and then you said there was a +2 for aiming?
+2 for aim unless you have one of the fun things that makes it bigger and scarier.
Okay, well, I'm going to add my +1 modifier once they're done canceling each other out, and swing for Alonzo again, just with the edged surface instead of the wide flat surface. Oh.
Roll me a d6.
Yeah.
God,
Mhm.
horrendous.
Listen, I'm not here for combat.
Sooner or later, you'll get to use your edge break.
Yeah, she is going to shout something. She's going to shriek something in French and come at him with the serving tray again.
So you swing the serving tray, and this time he's a bit more prepared and doesn't get knocked upside the head. But as he ducks your swing, the tray goes flying, so you drop the item.
Of course I do, because of course I do. Hi, chat. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. That's me.
All right, top of the
I
round.
just realized there was a really easy solution to this situation. It just wouldn't double as a decapitation strike.
No, I mean, we have to commit now.
Yeah, it's too late now, but what we could have done is just tied Dr. LaRuccio up and taken her with us.
The problem with that is I didn't know you were here, and I still took the opportunity to escape.
Yeah, we just had to keep pretending to be stormtroopers. And
Hindsight.
went thoroughly shibari'd. Oh man, we screwed the pooch on this one.
Hindsight's 2020 and all.
It's entirely me. I saw you and took an opportunity. There was no plan.
So there is the sound of shouting and movement down the hall. Gunshots were fired, and those are loud.
Ah, fuck.
Yep.
Because Alonzo is currently a level 2 NPC, he is running his second round this turn.
And a second round, and he has the the rapid fire talent. This is gonna suck.
I feel like this time. This time, I don't know. This time he's going to. Somebody roll me a d6. Anybody roll me a d6.
Okay, well, I'll roll 1d6.
2.
It is. He's targeting dog still.
That's not surprising.
He is going to round the corner briefly and fire.
Hey,
Roll your armor.
That.
Yep. -2 modifier as appropriate.
Hey.
There you go.
Well, it's a good thing dog has good armor.
Yeah.
Remember that you're supposed to be rolling with a -2 when you use the rapid fire.
That wouldn't make a difference on this, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, not on this one, but in general.
Yep. So you take 1, 2, 3 damage total.
The first one got absorbed totally by the armor.
Yep.
So that would actually just be 2 damage because the first success doesn't add to the.
You are correct.
Oh, but also I'm on fire, so that's.
You are also on fire. And then he's going to duck around the corner again. Fire, what are you doing?
One step forward. They still have the shotgun, electric shotgun. So, another shot at Alonso. And
God.
Roll me a d6.
shite. That is a 6.
You are not used to combat situations and are very nervous. And as you level this gun to fire, you start to fumble and you accidentally drop the weapon.
Can I use my side action to pick it up? Or does that have to wait till next turn?
I will say you can use your side action to pick it up on next turn if you are in the same location.
I'm gonna take a step back. And down.
Okay.
But I will still able to grab it later. So we know what else grabs it on her. Them.
This guy can only see dog.
Sorry.
Roll your armor. Wait a minute. How much armor do you have?
8.
8? Jeez. All right.
So -3. So
-3, roll
I
5.
only roll 5 dice.
You take 2 damage.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
How are you feeling right now?
Dog is 1 hit point away from being on the dying track.
Gotcha. You're also on fire.
Yeah. But conveniently his turn's next, so he's gonna be hitting himself with adrenaline.
All right, I need fire rules.
I think that incendiary ammunition may have been deliberately not included, so I don't know where they are. Let's see. Oh. If incendiary is treated the same as a bleed, I think you need a super twist to activate it.
Super twist.
So I don't think he could have actually activated it on dog.
What is a super twist?
3. 3 beyond the first success, so you'd need 4 successes, 4 uncancelled successes to be able to trigger it.
You had 4 successes.
One of them was cancelled by the dodge.
All right, I'll say take 1 damage, and we'll end that effect then for now.
Okay, but so then I'd have to go reserve calculate, because if you triggered the super twist instead of the extra damage, that would mean... So 1... Okay. That would actually leave dog with 1 stamina left instead of being
Instead of 1 stamina left.
Yeah. So that burn would take out that last stamina. And
Oh, if it. Hang on. What are you saying?
so stamina, health pools, you know how they interact?
Yes.
Okay. So if you didn't trigger extra damage with those extra successes and instead used that super twist to set him on fire, that would actually have taken 3 damage off of Dog's trackers. That would have taken 2 damage off of Dog's trackers. If you used a super twist to set him on fire in the first place. So Dog would be at
All right.
significantly less.
Show me. Tell me what the page is. I'll look it up, and we'll skip this for now. With the twist just put towards damage.
Okay. We'll keep track of that.
Because I'll need to read it. So all the twists were put strictly into damage.
Okay. Because currently they do not have built-in rules for incendiary yet. To the system, so it would be treated in incendiary ammunition be.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. So this is just going straight towards damage then.
Twists. Okay. And that's there. Okay.
So what are you doing?
Then that wouldn't be. Step 1, Dog's hitting him using his side action to hit himself with the adrenaline.
Okay.
That resets his stamina. And then for his main action, he is going to he's just going to, well, for his main action, he's actually taking cover. No, wait, no, he'd have to move, and we need to be really rapidly reducing the number of targets in this environment. For his main action, he is going to ventilate this guy.
Okay.
Which he doesn't get any special modifiers because he didn't get to aim this time.
Roll me d6.
Okay.
Five damage on that guy. I assume.
Yeah, that's the one he has line of fire to at the moment.
Okay. 5 damage on that guy, and still standing. His stamina has been cut down, and you already used your side action. Is there anything else you can do?
No, but my ability to just dodge for free is refreshed.
Okay. I feel like, in that case, Alonso is going to move up, get right in your face, and is going to attempt to disarm you.
Okay, disarming checks are quite difficult, as I recall. Combat. One shock down. Damn it, it was written, it was somewhere in here. I know because I once did it in one of the demo games.
All right. So, I have combat twist pulled up. It doesn't say how much it is, so I assume it's just one twist.
Yeah. It looks like I'm trying to find disarm in general. Things are never where I think they are. Pardon while I go down to the index. Right. This doesn't have a standard index.
No, it doesn't. But for this, he is going to step forward and attempt to wrest the rifle from your hands.
Aha! It's a block action, and it takes a super twist to disarm.
Where are you reading that?
Over under block.
What page?
That's on page. Come on, computer, let me do the thing. That is on page 74 in the leftmost column, about halfway down the page.
I will snip it.
Come on.
And a super twist is
Three successes beyond the first. So you could trigger multiple super twists if you got, say, 7 total successes.
I guess we'll see where this goes then. He pockets his pistol and draws a saber. He's gonna. Look at that.
Oh.
With a total of 5, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Is he pushing there, or is he
2.
using the, or is he doing 2 separate attacks?
He is pushing.
Okay, so that's maneuver ballista. So dog is dodging accordingly. So he only gets a total of 3 successes.
Roll me a d6.
No super twist for him.
All right, for that, I'm going to say you are at a -2 for your attacks next round.
That's manageable.
And then he is going to use his another one of his traits, a side action, to attempt to grapple you. I need a melee from you. Or, yes, melee.
Good lord.
We're doing so good, guys.
Yeah, you're grappled.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes at you. You use your action to dodge as you see this blade coming down towards you, towards your arm, and it skirts across you. You do still take 3 damage, by the way, from the saber. But after that, after you attempt to spin away from him, he keeps coming. He does not stop his momentum, and his arm slings right around your neck.
Now, here's the lovely thing about grapple. It prevents people from using their main action to do things other than continue to contest the grapple for both parties. It's a
Yeah.
rather nasty thing.
Yeah,
Dog gets
but
to shoot as a side action.
yeah, you do at a -2.
Yeah.
And his he's a level 2, and his turns up next. There's something else coming. Rithis, what you doing?
I'm gonna roll to cry.
Okay.
This is bad, and I don't I don't know. I don't know. Um um fuck. I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot help in this situation because the weapon that I fell back on when she had to fight is not in her inventory. She has also lost her serving tray. So he didn't drop the gun, right? He put it away because he's a trained soldier and stuff. Like this is
Yes.
okay.
There's also a corpse that had a gun.
Not near
But the
me
corpse
though.
that had it got its outside.
May I make a recommendation?
I would love a recommendation.
So as this is all happening, something in your instincts are telling you that this is a very dangerous situation,
It sure
and
is.
that that danger feeling that all species get when there is threat to their well-being is telling you to run.
Yeah, it sure is. But I'm also not going to leave these two behind because I don't know where I am or where I'm going. So running doesn't really work if I'm on an unknown vessel. But it is a sound suggestion. Holy fuck. Okay.
That's just what your instincts are telling you.
Oh no! I'm not discrediting it because it is valid and
Yep.
it's a fair thing. And what she would do, she would just also know that she has no idea where she's running. If she runs, she doesn't know the layout of this ship at all.
There is someone who came to get you.
They'd have to run too. But what I'm saying is, if she runs off, she doesn't know where she's going. So it's going to be more detrimental if she runs in the wrong direction and they have to follow to correct that. Or
Mhm.
so, like, yes, she could run, but with security coming and we're already in a fight and she doesn't know where she is, she's a liability right now. Can I attempt to I have to still try something. Can I attempt to take the sidearm off of this guy?
Absolutely.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
You need to make a movement roll.
Oh, good. Those are actually better than my melee. Okay. Movement.
And I guess I should make a...
I'm assuming you mean maneuver.
Maneuver, yes, sorry.
Okay, I lied. It's just as good as my melee. And I'm still at a penalty. Here we go.
Oh dear.
Roll me a d6.
You know, at some point you're gonna get to edge break, and it's gonna be really handy.
It's going to be very handy. It's a 2. It's at 10 that I edge break, right?
You're a human. You can edge break at 5.
Yeah, you just have to edge break at 10. You have no choice.
Oh, that would have been good to know. I'm at 8, so
That too. We all go up another edge, don't we?
Yes, you do.
all right. I'm at
Okay.
9. I should edge break soon.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think I'm done. I don't have anything else I can do. She's just gonna kind of look at him and be like, nice gun you have there.
Well, thanks. It was a gift. Birthday present.
I hate him even more. Okay, no, just kidding.
All right. You are currently grappled by Alonzo. He is going to make another check to wrap both arms around you and start crushing you. I need an endurance check from you, dog.
Yep, that's something Dog's good at.
Okay, you don't immediately start getting crushed. He's going to burn his side action to attempt again, because he can't reroll that one. He can reroll that. And I do need another endurance.
Okay.
Ooh, I get to roll one for him too.
I'm right. I'm gonna have to roll damage. Roll armor now, I presume.
Yes. Alright. So, you take 2 damage. And you feel the wind start to be crushed out of your lungs. And as he's squeezing you, he starts to talk and just says, "I am your superior in every way."
Okay. Dog is saying nothing. He is holding on to the air that he's got.
Yep.
Shay, you only rolled once for Alonzo for the edge.
What now?
Well, he got a twist on the first roll, then on the third roll. He only rolled once for his edge.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Just add that, and there we go. And now it's your turn, Byers.
So, how does edge breaking work at this point? Because Fire's edge break is ace, but she's not in a chip or anything.
Ace, I believe, allows you to get full successes on a piloting check.
It's
Yeah.
whatever your edge break is defined as in your little edge break box.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently my edge break would not do anything at all for us.
Not unless you're in something.
Not yet. Of course, I have a plan.
Can someone resend me the rule book too, the like PDF one?
Second. Okay, link. Send.
Thank you.
Welcome, and so I'm gonna do one roll just to see how Bio's going to react currently.
Okay.
Because she is seeing Dog being choked the fuck out. And that's something she cares about quite a lot. Okay, so she doesn't go for the gun. She'll go back over here to use her side action to pick up the electroshock gun. And they're going to fire Alonzo again.
Okay.
And E6. Oh, did go.
All right. Remove a charge from the electroshock gun for that D6.
It doesn't have charges.
It should.
It doesn't have charges. It shouldn't be working.
Oh, if it's out of charges, then yeah, you're toast. Your gun is toast after losing its last charge, and when you trigger Yeah, it has an ammo rating of 2, so if you lose, yeah, it can run out.
Oh,
That means if you trigger more damage than tests. Actually, no. If it removes a charge from the electroshock. Hold on. So electroshock guns don't use charge; they use the ammo rule, which is different and a little strange.
Okay, it's out of ammo.
Yeah, that'll work too.
okay.
All right. So,
Fires coming back
what are
to
you?
me.
Yeah, what are you doing with your twists?
I can't do anything with my twist.
With all one
Yes.
twist that you got, you could do 1 extra damage, and then you're out of
Oh.
ammo with that shot. So
Yeah, then I'll do
2
1 extra
and then be
damage.
out of ammo.
Okay, armor protects him a little. All right. Anything else, Buyer? What are you doing? You hear the sounds
Buyers-
of more footsteps running down the halls.
Oh, shite. Buyers are gonna step back, and there's nothing else they can do because side action used, main action used. Panic.
Anything else?
We should start running.
Buyer's gonna motion to Brindis to come to them because if Buyer takes off now, they're leaving both Dog and Rindis.
Yeah.
You.
Are you staying put or are you moving?
Staying put.
Okay.
Maybe,
This guy.
I was gonna say maybe just say which direction we need to run so that we're not just waiting for somebody to run. Because I don't know where I'm going, which is why I didn't run.
Buyer motion for you to come towards them so they can actually just grab you and bolt.
Okay. I will go full plank when my turn comes around.
All right. Somebody roll me a d6.
Okay.
Still on dog. This guy, seeing that dog is grappled, is going to run up and start gut punching him with the butt of his rifle.
In this case, due to funsies in melee, Dog's going to try to put his boss in front of the guy with his what would normally be his main action.
Can you do that as a reaction?
Well, so essentially it is a block action. And it's burning the next turn's actions ahead of time. And it's just because he's grappled, his boss is very potentially in the way. So the thing that Dog is blocking with is the dude.
I gotcha. Go ahead and roll your block.
Okay.
And he's going to push.
And he's going to punch it, so he's going to end up with no successes because his boss got in the way.
He's gonna end up with no successes because he misses. His boss still has a tight grip on you.
Oh, I figured his
Yeah,
boss had a tight grip.
Yeah, he's not attacking his boss.
No, this
He
leaves
just
Dog-
he doesn't do any damage to you is the thing.
Mhm. I just happen
yeah,
to know what's coming on Dog's turn.
Well, your action is gone.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Wait a minute, you don't have an action. You're grappled.
No, the grapple, the action is maintained in things that have to do with that grapple. Like, let's scroll up here. Oh no, scroll down. I may have misunderstood what I read, but grapple,
Hey,
lockdown.
Tell me the page and I'll read it.
It's lockdown under melee twists on page 74. Oh, no wait, that's They are now considered grappled and will not exit the lockdown until they make a successful withdraw test and they have been shoved.
Okay,
So I read it wrong.
Yeah,
so dog just has... He doesn't lose the actions at all. Fuck. Okay.
So, withdrawal is the main action for this creature until the end. If used on an enemy, you have an active lockdown. They are now considered grappled and will not exit lockdown until they make a successful withdrawal test. Okay, so you can't block, is what I'm reading.
No, withdraw is... To get away from the guy, he would have to actually do a withdraw test.
You are
now because he got him to grappled. He hasn't lost his main action.
No, it says you're currently on lockdown, considered grappled, and you will not exit lockdown until you make a successful withdrawal test. On lockdown, your main action is used until the end of your next turn. So your main action is currently used.
Wait.
In this grapple.
Conditions. Hold on. I'm not lockdown? All I've seen here is I'm not seeing anything about losing my actions for lockdown. It's just saying that
I'll ask Lee about this rule. For now, I'm going to let your action to defend yourself go. You successfully defend yourself. Until I can clarify that later.
Okay.
All you have is a side action, no movement, no main action. What are you doing?
The only thing that I can do with the side action at the moment. So let's see. -2 to all actions. -2 for it being done as the side action. But I'm gonna edge break, but I'm still gonna roll it anyway, so we can easily see how much the dice are. So dog's rolling. This is full success. Pulse rifle, point blank into the big boss.
Let's see.
And
so, did you already do your -4?
Yeah, that is with the total of -4. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be 17 damage, AP 5.
1, 2, 3.
Point blank into this guy's
6,
gut.
7, 8, 9. He's not facing you.
Or
I mean, you can probably angle the weapon to shoot him in the leg or something, but
either way, he's taken 17 damage.
He's gonna take some damage.
Unless he's got enough armor to get past AP 5, because or he's able to block. Yeah, he does need to do his block, because he would be able to reasonably use the positioning of the body as effectively a block.
Yeah.
But he's still trying to make his way past. 1, 2, 3, 14 successes. So
and
then
he'll
he
still
would just be
push.
taking...
Hang on. He is going to push. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10, total of 10. And I roll a d.
So 7, 6, 10 damage. So 10 damage total to him directly now.
I can math. I got this. All right. You're fine. So you manage to angle the rifle and start shooting from the angle he's being grappled, and there is a spray of blood. You actually manage to wound him and get through his armor.
I actually want... You know what? Rather than using... Because that's 7... I realized I've made a dumb mistake. Oh well, never mind me.
Is there something else you want to do?
Actually, what I should do instead of using all of the uncancelled successes for damage twists is... So that would be 7, which would normally have me run out of it. I want to use 3 of them for a super twist of having him bleed, now taking 1 damage every round until he gets medical treatment.
Okay. I will.
So he would just...
adjust
That would just mean
that.
he's taking... that would just mean he's taking the... That would just mean he takes 7 damage.
All right. Math reaccounted for. Andy's bleed. See? All right. There we go. That is your turn.
And it's 1 health damage, not stamina. At the end of each of their turns until the bleeding is stopped, which requires a main action medication test.
Okay. Next round. It is his turn. He is going to continue to crush you.
Hold on, I do need to roll my break test. So Dog is going to use his thing, burn his remaining stamina so that he does not actually immediately, like, super broken.
Okay.
Dog has Into the Breach. Because remember, Dog just edge broke.
Holy fuck! Really?
Hey, you're getting my luck now.
Wow, welcome to Rindis's world.
Yeah, you know what? He's definitely going to push that.
Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Oh.
Jeez. All right. Fine.
Dogs has to roll his endurance test accordingly, I presume.
Yes.
And his armor. Oh, and don't forget to mark the 1 health damage from the bleed.
I've already got it.
He does that every turn, and he gets 2 turns
Yeah.
around.
Now, Rindis, what are you doing?
Oh, damn it, if I
I'm
double trigger
running.
bleed, he would just be hemorrhaging. Oh well.
I have to run because that's all I can do. Because I've literally tried to do anything else. Whee!
All right. Fire. All right. Top of the round. You all hear those footsteps ever closer. Fire. Rindis, you start to see some figures peek around the corner of a hallway down the road, coming in a line, running. And top of the round. Dog, how much health are you sitting at?
Dog has exactly 2 hit points left.
Oh no.
Dog is probably
Uh-oh.
going to die this round.
I'm in this for the story. I don't want to kill you, but just to be able to put the fear of God.
Or at least enter unconscious, critical injuries, and other things. Where's...
So in this moment, he is going to edge break himself now that he is at 5. And he is going to do this in a manner that's not going to kill you, because I don't want to do that. And there's a moment he's bleeding. There is a pool of blood starting to form at his feet. That is his own, and you just hear him say, "Leave it to another human to actually wound me." And there's a moment where he lifts you off the ground, and when he brings you back down, he brings you down over his knee, and you feel some of your ribs break. before going unconscious. And that's
still, even though he's edge break, if I roll full success on my endurance and armor, I actually do not die or hit 0. So I would still like to be able to roll that.
absolutely. Please.
Oh, it's not gonna happen.
God, you had to say it out
I'm gonna push
loud.
that endurance. Okay.
Where was that roll earlier?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
scare us like that.
Okay, so given his number of melee dice, yeah, dog would still go.
There is a shock of pain before you enter blessed unconsciousness, and in that same motion, Bayer and Rindis, you see Dog go limp as he brings him down over his knee. You can hear the crack of bones, and as he rises up, he
Okay, so
shoves
72.
the unconscious
Wait,
dog.
this doesn't actually. It's not like dead or knocked unconscious. We roll on the wound table. So dog may still be up and fighting.
Okay.
That's pages 70, 71, and 72 between them all.
Oh, I see it.
Make an endurance test. So make an endurance test modified by their resolve skill. Okay, so it's sorry. If any combination of factors, wounds, drugs, etc., would reduce a character below 1 health, they make an endurance test modified by their resolve skill. So if dog gets any successes, he stays up. So dog is still at 1, has 1 health remaining. He's still up. And the guy just edge broke and doesn't have edge anymore.
Neither do you. And on the wound table,
Yeah,
roll
and I
me.
think dog now has to start rolling a bunch of. We're gonna have to start rolling some pretty hefty wounds. So now it's a D12. Three.
Your brains are scrambled.
So -1 to scrutiny and endurance tests for the next 1d6 hours. Wounds. It's over here. Yep.
Yep, you get a concussion.
But dog is still up and fighting, which is going to be a real problem for this dude.
It would be, except there's people coming around the corner. You also probably hear the footsteps and shouting. After that, he is going to he's going to use his side action to grab at your rifle. Are you going to attempt to hold on to it?
Is he breaking his grapple to grab at the rifle?
He is now.
Dog is still going to attempt to hold on to it, but now this guy's in even more trouble. So yeah, that would be dog is trying to hold on to his rifle.
All right, make a yep, okay.
And I'm pushing that. Dog is.
Remember your -1. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, the -1. It doesn't matter. I wish.
Ignore
there
the
was...
edge. I haven't cleared that.
Okay.
So 2.
But it's 2.
So he doesn't actually roll enough for the super twist to take away the rifle.
You can still push.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he doesn't have the edge.
He
All
takes away
right,
the
he rolls
rifle.
enough for the super twist to take away the rifle.
So he takes it away, and he starts, and he just shoves you towards Bayer and Rindis with your broken ribs, and says, "Best start running."
Agreed.
God, I hate this guy.
And of course, I know exactly what I'm doing on the next round.
Grenades for everyone.
And Dog's just looking. Oh!
Fire, what are you doing?
Fire is going to grab Brindis and bolt.
You two start running. Dog, what are you going to do? You have one soldier aiming a rifle in your direction. You've just had yours taken away.
Oh, Dog?
Yes.
He's gonna make as though he's running as well.
All right, you start running.
And let's see, so that's 1, 2. He's got it's a movement of 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's popping the frag grenade and throwing it around the corner.
Okay.
He hadn't used the frag yet.
I need, what do I roll for the whole of this ship?
How far
Okay.
into the interior are we?
You got a window not too far away with a nice view.
Okay, so we are. Wait, where's this? Okay, so that window's there.
Yeah, this is a yacht, not a warship.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I'm gonna say there's a chance for it.
Yeah, there's a chance the fragments could definitely reach the window. Is this? Although I don't think this floor is the exterior hull.
Somebody roll me a d6.
I'm not doing it.
I'll do it. What's the
Please
worst?
do.
that we-
Apparently, my luck has been touched by Dad.
Well,
Aim
just remember mine's
high.
been the whole time. 4.
Okay, that's high enough. All right, so I'm going into cinematic mode for this. So you pop the frag grenade, toss it. You hear hit the deck, and there's an explosion as you all are fleeing. The window does not get shattered. It is still intact. You all start to flee. Buyer, you hear these soldiers chasing you down. Dog, you hear them as well. Rindis, you are led to a vessel not far away. In your helmet, and Buyer, in yours, you hear directions. You hear, take a right here. Move through down 2 hallways, and there's moments when you risk taking a look backwards, and you see various doors shutting on these soldiers who are chasing you. You manage to make it back to the vessel, and as you two are able to board the shuttle you had taken to get here. There is another that as the shuttle you're on starts to disembark. What are the 3 of you doing, if anything?
Fire
Run.
sure wants to get to the
Shuttle's
piloting.
armed, Dog is getting to the gun because we are going to probably be pursued.
Fire's aiming for the cockpit to take over because
Rindis will be ready to close doors.
And probably try to deal with the fact that Dog is probably has all sorts of shit wrong with him.
So you hop on this ship, and as it's flying away, the woman still on board slides over to another panel, allowing you to pilot it. Go ahead and give me your piloting or your operations.
could I edge break for this?
If you'd like.
Does that give us 3 main in action maneuvers.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do for this action maneuver?
Get away quickly. Make it harder to hit us. Be faster than the others. Is that 3 things I can do?
Sure, I'll allow it. As you are flying away, the scene is going to cut to another section. Oh, by the way, you noticed that Tanya and the crewmate she intended to grab are not on board.
Oh, shite.
As you move, there is. We get a shot of the interior of this yacht. Alonso is currently being treated by a doctor, and someone on board says, "Sir, there's another vessel that has been commandeered by the pirates." And he looks up as his wounds are being treated and says, "How many does it take to deliver a message?" And the man who addressed him says, "One." And then turns and says, "Fire on one of the ships. I need a D6 to decide who he gets shot at."
Yay! That's a 1.
All right. They are going to fire at a minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to fire at a minus 6 because of the edge break.
It's been fun.
Jeez.
It's
The
been
fuck?
it's been fun.
I know the ship should survive one good hit like that.
It does survive. But there is, but as the camera cuts again back into your vessel, there's a moment where where there is a direct hit on the vessel, but you had moved far away enough and made it difficult enough that no primary systems were actually destroyed, or you still have life support. But it is a terrifying experience as the vessel is struck, and for a moment the lights flicker.
Dog just wants to get a shot in back on the people who shot that back on the gun that shot at us. God, I can't roll for shit.
I mean, it's still 2.
It's okay.
It's still 2.
Push,
but
push,
damn it,
push.
with that many dice.
Push.
Yeah,
I know how my
pushed.
friend Dan feels. He can
Oh,
never
you
roll
don't
well.
push. Okay.
All right, so the scene follows. You all manage to make it away, and you hear the woman on board saying, "Tanya, come in. Answer me." A moment later, there's just static, and then, "I'm here." She says, "I'm here. I did not manage to get Markov." And the woman on board with you kind of sits back and says, We'll meet back at home." Copy that. And we are going to take our break.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's ready and I have to pee very badly. And the stress.
Go.
There's so much stress.
Go pee. Stress
Yep.
pee. All right, well, everybody, hang out. We will be back shortly. Enjoy your stress peeing, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, I'm gonna be like just a little longer. I'm gonna run and grab a Coke. Adrenaline, isn't it? One hell of a thing.
Well, that was fun.
We have survived. Oh, jeez. So, how's everybody doing in chat? Welcome back.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Stressed. Fortunate that,
Fair?
huh?
Is it fair?
Yeah. Fortunate that of the wound mechanics in this system.
Fire didn't have to kill anyone. They managed to get away with just using stunning attacks.
And Dog created a big hole in that the probably final boss is not going to forget.
To be fair, he probably at least respects you.
Yeah. And of course, the fact that we have a fleet on the way that
Yeah, how far away is that now? Like 4 or 5 months?
who knows. It is traveling at the speed of plot.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. The. We also have an advantage they do not. We have fighting synths.
If we're lucky, they don't have the synths. They did have some working though from though, didn't they?
Yeah,
On
they
the
had
mining
they had
plant.
working ones, but do you honestly think they would give something they almost certainly view as slave labor a gun? Something that can then be potentially liberated and turned against them.
Hard to know how advanced they are. Because if they're like Phantom Menace droids, then yeah, I can see them do that because they're not going to be smart enough to betray them.
So here's the fun thing about synths. To effectively kill a synth, you have to roll a 6 on its critical wound table. They just keep going. And going and going and going. They are really almost impossible to knock out. Man, am I glad I've also fiddled a bit with the alien tabletop system that a lot of this is based off of. Because that really helps fill in the blanks.
Yeah, I've never actually played the Alien Tabletop.
I haven't played it, I've just fiddled with it and watched a lot of it.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd essentially okay. So based on near as I can tell, with the way the fire rules versus the bleed rules are written, the way you'd essentially be treating an incendiary round is something that it causes you'd treat someone being caught on fire by ammunition as a bleed outcome. It's essentially it would be a bleed that probably has to burn through stamina first, or something like that. I feel like that's
Okay.
really something that should have been accounted for. Well, wait a minute.
Well, we just have to poke Lee and say, hey, hey. Next edition. Your 1.01 edition. Add this.
Or a splat book or something. Right.
Yeah, cute.
In here somewhere.
Oh. Lee and Pat sent out the books on Drive-Thru RPG.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the devil I put it. Where the devil the email is, rather.
I should be able to pull that
There
out.
we go. It's just Drive-Thru RPG sometimes does. My email has been behaving weird on what it just sends to the archive. Yeah. Final boss is not going to be forgetting this anytime soon.
no.
Also, the fact that he's probably going to be remembering that the guy who the designated breed is actually crazy.
What? No way. You crazy? Never.
Yeah. Yeah, this. Are we absolutely sure we want to be anywhere close to this guy ever again?
Not in melee range.
Not in melee range. Definitely not in pulse rifle range. Conveniently, Dog's just gonna get another one from the fucking armory. They have a giant crater in their very nicely decorated... Well, not giant, it's a frag grenade. They have a roughly... They have a lot of very ruined tile and shredded wall decorations.
Not the
And a
glassware.
crater that's about 6 inches around in their floor.
Good, hun?
Unfortunately, the bastard lived.
The bastard lived. Just imagine if we had fought both of them.
Well, this one actually had the chin. The one with the beard didn't have a chin, so he would have went down easy.
Although it's also one of those, it's just... Imagine if you had a whole regiment of crazy Marines.
That's it, Ringus. We're starting our own coding project. Here's your first test object. Dog. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I already have a sample.
The natives are super ecstatic. They all get to... What? What? Wait, what? Hold on, what's going on?
What?
We told the natives about it. They'll be helping us. What do you mean? Well,
Don't worry
somebody has
about
to
it.
provide raw resources, and they are absolutely looking forward to reaping the rewards. Wait, are we even... No, you're not allowed to do that. Nope, too late.
Too late, dog.
The tubes are already full. It's happening. I don't know what to tell you.
Dog's just looking at that, looking at his pension, is like, I am never going to have the money for this much child support.
At least your GI Bill will pay for their college.
Dog never went to college.
That's why they pay for your children's college.
Yeah.
All 60,000 of them.
The benefits aren't for you. Shay,
Hello.
we've been back for a minute. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I think I figured out how incendiary is intended to work, but it's basically intended to work as triggering a bleed. That just actually works on things that don't have blood.
I will ask Lee about it.
Yeah, I haven't found anything about incendiary ammunition so far.
Should be.
I'm an idiot. I should just look up incendiary.
Anywho,
Mm-hmm.
if we are all ready to dive back in,
Dog
No,
is
but we
going to
can.
be receiving medical care for the next fucking forever.
Put him in the tube.
so I feel like the camera's going to focus back in on the Kimitari as it's orbiting the planet of Miq'to, and we see the shuttle kind of like fly in, and the next scene we get is of you all being treated in the medical bay. What does this all look like?
Rindis isn't injured, so she's just
Yeah.
gonna get a look over.
It's gonna be a hot moment. But Dog is very injured.
Yeah, Rindis is probably helping get him into the medical examination, and once the physicians have cleared her for no damage, she's probably going to do what she can to help, because she's not a medical doctor, but she can still do first aid.
That's true.
And now that the adrenaline of this entire fight is starting to wear off, Dog is just ready to drop.
I think Fire's also just off to the side. No pants on, because that's the only way to get the boots off now. Just quietly staring off into space, trying to process it, because two people they carried very much so about almost died, and Fire couldn't really do much to help.
You came to rescue her, that's important.
You prevented your ship from getting exploded. As you are waiting, there's a sudden knock on the door before it opens, and Captain Quest, along with a couple others, step inside, and she looks at you three and says, "Is anyone's life in danger?"
They just kind of move to the side and reveal Dog getting extensive medical treatment.
Not dying. Not dead.
But you are going to be very hurt for a very long while.
I'm okay.
I will be expecting a full report on what happened officially, but what can you tell me?
These are Earth remnants. They seem to have a claim on the entire system, including a plan to invade Miq'to.
Any idea on a time frame?
No,
but they have already designated it a new Earth.
It's dangerous. Well, I'll be sending a message back to the Trinity. I'm going to need that report as quickly as possible. Mr. Crowley, make sure that you get plenty of rest in the meantime.
I'll at least be able to get that report together for you. Cracked ribs never stopped a sergeant from typing.
I would like you to focus on your recovery. I could use your help back in the field as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to see that our guests leave on more amicable terms. They did not recover the person they were after.
That's not good. Is there anything we might be able to do to help them with that?
I don't think so. They're keeping a lot of information close to their shoulder. Maybe once they are off our vessel, they'll be a little more open.
I think...
Yes? I heard someone say, I think.
They're thinking.
I'm gonna need to, Oh no, Lee's gonna have to drop an errata. There's two,
Some typos.
Oh, okay, there we go. Found it. Sorry, found the big difference. All right. And I rolled. So yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry. Figured out what the thing was. Wording was weird.
Okay. Well. As the scene transitions, I assume you all are going to try getting some rest. There is a moment at some point. I'm gonna say probably either, or probably Fire. I mean, all of you, but Dog is going to be in intensive care for a little bit since they got their ribs broken.
Yeah, about looks like about 10 hours by how the rules are written.
Mm.
Plus the time for the wounds, which is another 1d6. Hold on, let me just roll that d6.
That's also in hours, so even if it's 6 hours.
Yeah, that's so that would be another 3. So yeah, that's
You're feeling a little bit better after 3 hours.
yeah, so that's post. So wounds recovered, and then he's under intensive care, which cuts that time in half. So it would be 11 and a half hours, and he's back on his feet.
Partway through this, probably after a report was sent, even though dog is either resting or being treated, Rindis and Buyer, you both get a message on your slates.
I'll check it.
It is first just a series of zeros, and after that there is a there is a message in between them, and it reads, "Dear Trinity, keep us informed." And there is another series of zeros before it reads, need to find a name. Before it reads, Markov remains. Markov location remains unknown. And another few zeros, and then it says, current deals with Empire on ice.
Well, that's good.
We really gotta offer it. We gotta get them on as privateers. Because if they're still on that yacht, they have a full-on fighting vessel. And the Empire could just be removed from the system. Dog's probably still a little woozy from the painkillers.
You're definitely a little woozy from the painkillers, but it feels good.
Yeah. I have a feeling that I have a feeling that he's both woozy for the painkillers and he's up there. He's got like one of those hospital water mugs. You know, the really nice ones that you always want to take home, but somehow always end up getting lost.
But at least he has the grippy socks too.
The grippy socks are amazing.
Ah, God. So grippy socks are amazing unless you have the hospital grippy socks are amazing unless you have big feet, in which case they just don't have ones that fit you. They all either are so big that they fall off because they're made for people with super swollen feet, or they're so tiny that they don't actually come all the way up to your ankles, so your feet get cold. So your ankles get cold and your feet get cold. I have big feet. One of all the hospitals I've been in, only one of them actually had grippy socks that fit me, and those were grippy socks that came all the way up the calf. They were wonderful.
Speaking of wonderful things, what kind of update on information do you all have currently about this stellar system? Because I'm trying to continue to give you more information as time goes on.
Hold on, I have the bathroom right now. We'll be short back.
My head was not over information at all.
Where's my star system? Star system, where is it? Stars! Oh, here it is. Where the heck did dog go? Dog, get back here.
We had to use a new token and it never got placed.
There we go. So, I would like I would like you two to pick one planet each. Or star. One celestial body each.
I want to know about Dagnabus,
Dagnabus. Okay.
because of course I do.
How about you, Bayer?
Is a star a yellow star or a blue star?
Blue star?
Yeah, I'll say
Is
it's
this-
blue star.
It's
I mean,
blue.
it looks white. But yeah, it's a blue star. Which means that in an atmosphere similar to Terra, it would look pretty much the same as the sun.
So, my first thought was Dagnabus, but Rin already chose that.
Well, learn about teriyaki.
Eh.
Or
Debating between the star or no go nope.
I will also put the stellar system in general on the table as well.
You have to have more general information about it. Than
General information?
yes, please, about the solar system. I was gonna say general, but it's like that's just again.
Okay. A couple things you are all able to learn, because you're not the only scientists, pilots, people on board this research vessel. There's other research going on as well, including the astrophysics of this system and the celestial bodies around it. Dagnabus is a gas giant, not quite a hydrogen giant, but has a significant amount of hydrogen in it. It is serving a similar function that Jupiter would, in the fact that it is acting as a substellar unit that attracts a number of smaller bodies, which is one of those important features to have to prevent more active cataclysms from happening. There is also signs of after some scans were done, that there is a station in orbit around it, another satellite. Whether that who is using that satellite, whether it's the pirates or the Empire, is currently unknown. But there is a construction orbiting that giant. And Bayer, you asked about more system information?
Yes, please.
Okay. In these notes, the astrophysicists were also able to figure out that there is a bubble around this system, which it's fairly common to find certain bubbles spotted here and there throughout the galaxy. Normally, those bubbles indicate that in the past, however millions and millions of years ago, was a fairly significant supernovae result. There is also a signs of radioactivity from somewhere in the center of this bubble. The stellar system's not quite at the center of it, but you can deduce that that area is probably the location of either a what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to think. I forget what it's called. The neutron stars that spin.
Quasar, yeah.
Is it? Oh, I guess it is.
Maybe?
It's either a pulsar or
Pulsar, that's it.
Pulsar.
Yeah,
Quasar's
yeah,
the one that
quasars-
shoots giant beams of gamma radiation out of both
out of
sides.
the ends, yeah.
Yeah.
There's something R.
It is a pulsar. Which either means that there is the amount of the radio waves that are being flung out either means that there is that it is a pulsar that has merged with another neutron star, which means there's probably a high level of heavy elements within this star system, which would make it a bit more valuable, or it could be a black hole.
There's usually a pretty easy way to tell whether it's a black hole or not. But
And-
this is the thing that John knows, not that Dog would know.
Oh, and they'll probably know soon, but this is all new information as they're doing these studies. By the way, Douglas Dog Crowley, pick a celestial body that is not Dagnabis or general information.
A celestial body that is not water or general information?
That is not Dagnabis or general information.
A celestial body that is not general information. Or Dagnabis.
Yeah,
You can't pick any of the other planets.
Noga no.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
Why do I have a feeling I've just done something horrible to us and now we're gonna have to deal with space spiders?
I don't know why you would be feeling that. So, a moment goes by before, while you all are resting and recovering, probably on the tail end of it, and Stella comes rushing through the door, and then peeks back over her shoulder, and then makes sure the door is closed, and says, "Hey, buyer, can I have a word?"
Honestly, Buyer's probably in the mechanics base, so
Buyer's probably aware.
in the mechanics bay trying to work on their CCU. Sorry, just trying to think about where Buyer's head is at the moment.
As you're working on the CCU, Stella makes sure that nobody is there. And for Arindus and Dog, I'm going to say the two of you do probably notice a little update that there is a little blip that is in Stella's notes further out in the system on No Go Nope. But Stella slings around, probably upside down, on the CCU, with you working underneath it, and she says, "Hey, buyer, can I have a word?"
But what about what?
I want to recommend a mission to the captain that might have some potential, but I need to do this kind of on the down low, more or less.
What why?
I seem to remember that we have a particular bargain that has to be paid up.
And that has to be. Fire probably hasn't slept at this point, but the wheels are starting to turn a little. Like, right. And you think this might?
She flips over and crouches down and then says, "So there's nothing official yet, but if it turns out to be a potential chance at discovery, some of the readings in the system continue to there's a little blip, a little techno signature that pops up, which could just be that signature bouncing off of an iron core, but anytime there's a surge of energy from some of the vessels over Still-Lat, there's another signal appearing in no-go nope. And if I can get the go-ahead and enough signatures of scientific minds, then maybe an expedition can be sent there to check it out. Wink.
Yeah, I could talk to Brenda to see if that'd be something that interests her, and then she could talk to the captain about it.
Great. I will keep monitoring it, and if it turns out to be viable, then I will see about getting you all set up. And if it is, not saying it is, but if it is, if not, this is, a goose chase, and I'm not going to send you somewhere we don't need to go. But if it turns out to be a fairly significant potential, remember, I need a little bit of I need something a little bit passed along to me.
Yeah, I can see what I can do.
And don't worry, it'll still get to where it needs to go. I just need to study it a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. This conversation never happened. I mean, it did, but
Don't even know
the latter part of that never happened.
Not even sure what you're talking about.
Yep. And she leaves.
Yeah, Bar just after Stella leaves, they just kind of stare up at their mech, like unless you see just like goes to do something else and just reaches over, just taps a comm box to open a line to Brindis.
Mendus, your comm split.
Hello?
Hey, Doc. How you doing?
I was trying to sleep, but what is going on?
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. It's just been very exhausting. I haven't had a chance to rest. While you all were trying to rescue me.
Yeah, it's our.
You needed something.
Have you had a chance to check out the recent status reports.
She's just gonna kind of look at her data slate and multitask. What am I looking for exactly to speed this along?
No go nope.
Oh,
It's
the one with the giant spiders. Why would I be even looking at it?
You don't know there's giant spider.
It says it on the thing.
We put that.
We
there because
decided
were
it had
told.
giant spiders.
What are you talking about?
As
We
the
were
whole
told by the pirates that had giant
yeah,
spiders.
hey, that's the whole point of not going there is because it had giant spiders. Anyways,
It's just a big rock.
It's just a big rock in the outer system.
just hilariously named for no reason.
Just hilariously named because it has giant spiders. I mean, no reason. I knew I shouldn't have just gone eeny meeny. Oh.
But yeah, apparently it's giving us some interesting readings any time something goes by Stolat. Like there's some sort of relay or connection between the two of them.
Something worth looking into? What?
I think so, at least. Maybe paying a bit closer attention and then checking out as we go, if there is.
Well, I can bring it forward to the captain if it is something you think is worthwhile, so...
It might be nice to do something far away from where the human empire was.
Yeah, hopefully they're very far away. They seem
I
to
heard-
have a grasp of the system, so...
Yeah. I heard stories of them before, but that was not what I expected.
Alright, I can certainly put the word in.
Thanks. I'll let you get back to sleep. I'm gonna finish up on the CCU.
Alright.
And fire hangs up.
Alright. Totally no space spider.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about at all.
Okay. So, the scene will transition again. You all are able to get your rest in, recover, feel better, and with that, once you are all feeling better, I believe the plan was to return to Miq'to, was it not?
I do believe so, at least for now.
Okay. So, I think for this, as you all are preparing to return, we get a shot of the shuttle when you guys are feeling better. Anything you all want to do before we continue?
Fire is trying to do some modifications to the CCU, but I don't think that's something that they would be able to get fully underhand just yet.
Yeah, anything in the short duration, Rendis can't get accomplished, really.
Okay. Go ahead and send me any information you want to on what you would like to do during downtime, and we'll work it in. But just so I can get us all to a decent cliffhanger, we get a scene of you all flying back down to Miq'to, and as the vessel comes to land, heading back to the city, because you still really haven't spoken with the queen until about the crater on the planet.
Yeah.
What does she really need to know?
As you are flying back, I gotta change the token here too.
uh,
As you are flying back, you are able to find a suitable place to land, and there is already a number of these Miq'to warriors out to prepared to greet you, and as you step off, these warriors approach and surround you, and they say, and one who seems to be in charge with a few more colors added to her armor says, "You have been expected. Come."
Rendis will follow.
And they are a bit more armed than usual, and a bit more on alert, and a bit more energetic. But they usher you quickly, many of them keeping eyes on you. And as you are nearing the same hall that you had been in before, underground, you are all left in an open chamber with some water trickling down on either side, and a number of the guards take their places within the room, and the captain, more or less, the leader of them, says, "Wait here until we are prepared." And she turns and steps out of the room. And as you are waiting, there it is. Cirlios, the one that you had rescued before, the same one that had such a fascination with all of your technology and the way things worked, that was more intellectually inclined than combat oriented. It starts to approach before you see her coming down the hall before a couple of these of the warriors cross their weapons and prevent her from entering. She stops, and there is a flash of color in her sails, indicating that she would like to talk soon.
I'll give her a little wave. Still not feeling themselves yet.
She hesitantly mimics the action and then looks at her hand.
oh no.
Don't have breathing.
Human gestures. Human gestures are just as confusing to everyone else.
Sorry, I was a tad spaced. What did they ask us?
She came running down the hallway before the warriors blocked her off. And they're not letting her enter the room. Her sails flashed some colors to indicate that she wanted to speak with you or interact, but she is not being allowed to do so right now. And then Byre waved.
Oh,
Oh no. It's hold on.
I waved as I see you and I will, but
count as red tape.
I don't think that helps you here.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just. My sense of humor is terrible.
Yeah, but if there's nothing you all have want to try or do, there is with the sound of some thunder on the distant horizon. A moment later, the same lead warrior returns and says, "The queen will see you now."
let's go see the queen.
And as you step in, she's sitting there upon her throne across the water, same as last time. You are awaited on a skiff over, and her attention is drawn to you. And do you also notice that her current eldest daughter and the male from before, probably one of her sons, is there as well. And as she looks to you, she says, "So the creature is destroyed, and I can focus my forces now on the war at hand. Tell me, what is it specifically that you are offering my people?"
What are we offering her people?
I am, for one, able to offer advice gained from my people's centuries of experience having to fight defensive wars involving quick reaction forces and long-range communication to enable them. Given a map and time, I could probably help advise on some of John's having brain troubles. Sorry.
That's fine.
we're also offering them food as well.
Yeah, I believe you said you all were able to offer food and medicine and
Actual-
advice.
Yeah, and combat training without the weapons.
Yeah. And admittedly, it's the combat training that we can offer. They probably actually have more effective close combat training than we do. But what we can offer is strategic advice, because I'm pretty sure that the method of organizing QRFs that Dog is familiar with is not something they will be yet.
These are all fine gifts, and just in time, too. In return, I have a gift to offer you. I invite you to be present during my youngest son's coming of age.
Oh, that poor boy.
What does that coming of age entail?
There's going to be a large ceremony held. The moons will be aligning and the tides will be rising. During that time, my son will have the opportunity to decide on who his guardians will be. the ones who will protect him, and the ones who will bear his offspring.
Are you saying we are going to attend an orgy?
What is an orgy?
You know what? On behalf of the Trinity, I would love to be the one to educate you on this, Your Highness.
Very well. We are curious of your ways. We still have a war to win, but tomorrow at least we will celebrate. And we will call it here
With an orgy.
with an orgy. All right. How was this session, everyone?
Amazing.
Terrifying. I loved it.
Terrifying,
Really
yeah.
terrifying.
Terrifying is a good way to describe it.
I finally actually got to be in a session where we had to go and look up the what happens when you run out of hit points mechanics.
Yeah. Oh, after the credits finish rolling, the scene transitions again, and we see the same captain of the ship that was on before, speaking to another one of the to the same leader, Prospero, on this hologram using the quantum entanglement, and he says, "Your report is somewhat disappointing, the way things gone. And Alonso," and the captain speaks up and says, "He is currently in recovery, but was expected to make a full recovery with no lasting drawbacks." And he says, "Good. As soon as he wakes, ensure that our operations resume at its normal pace." And the captain gives a nod and says, "Soon we will be ready to expunge the Trinity from a number of systems. They will learn that the Empire does not die." And he turns as it goes out, and then we'll pick this up next session.
Wee, because my mic was muted.
Wee.
Wee. Wee. Experience before we go.
Yes, experience.
Because now I'm going to actually roll this up.
God, I think everyone either had an edge break or had the opportunity to edge break.
Yep, I had the opportunity.
Just didn't have anything that actually let you edge break, huh?
Eureka really doesn't help in a combat
What
scenario.
is Eureka?
It's a skill test one. Just gives bonuses. I mean, kind of helpful,
like
but
healing?
it's a brain blast.
Good news is that now Dog has a way of avoiding the level 3+ shocks from that. It just burns all of his stamina that's left to do it.
You took a scan of Alonso before. I'm going to give you Eureka, along with some other information, once you have the time to actually study it. I would say some extra information you get from actually sitting down and reviewing the scan is that his genetics are tailored, as opposed to being cloned. He was built organically.
So he doesn't even get
He's not even a clone. He's just a tube baby.
Yep.
Oh, the poor fool. So, I mean, the next time, the good news for Rindis is if she ever gets captured again, she can tell him that he barely even qualifies as being human.
You're not human at all. You're a fat baby.
Your mother was a syringe.
You were not born of a human, you were born of a syringe and a pipette.
Don't you talk about my mother like that. There's just a picture sitting on his desk of a syringe.
which is honestly a terrible thing to say to somebody, but he does deserve it.
Let's get free and Spotsy.
He's Grunt from Mass Effect.
But we like Grunt.
We love.
Yeah,
You see, the difference is Grunt's not a Nazi.
Grunt was a brat, though.
Yeah, Grunt was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you had to spank him. But yes, you're right. He wasn't a Spotsy.
Yeah.
So about that.
About that experience.
You had to spike him, and not in the way that Dr. LaRuccio likes being spanked. I'm pretty certain that at this point I can say something that is included in sexual acts.
Yeah, it's true.
And as long as it involves consent, Dr. LaRuccio's probably down.
I have some questions for you guys. I have some
Okay.
questions. Is your character alive?
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
amazingly he is.
Did you roleplay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dog's crazy, and we know it.
Did your character learn new information?
Yes.
Oh,
We just went
Yeah.
over that.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
And planetary reports.
Did you deepen or rupture a bond with another character?
It probably started a war.
does shooting does that? So in the craziest way possible, I'm not sure whether or not it counted as deepening or rupturing a bond with the guy, because earning the respect of fuck. No, I don't. I'm not sure I can make a case for that.
You mean, does Alonzo respect you enough to kill you, mercifully?
I mean,
He
kind of.
He respected you enough to let you go so you could be stronger to be a challenge.
Oh my god, I'm going to murder Goku. I'm sorry, is Dog Vegeta now?
Maybe. Did your character edge break?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right. Add your experience, everyone, and we will meet back here next week. Same time, same
Yay.
place, in space.
In space. How many experience was that? 3?
Assuming you said yes to all of them, 5.
5. Okay.
But I can pick up that talent I want.
Y'all,
Won't be
talents.
fair.
All right.
Huh,
Have a
dog
great
is on
night,
fire.
everyone. Thank you for watching, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow, but probably not because he hasn't said anything about his internet coming back.